Let's take a minute to digest that sentence. Some dude who liked to collect bugs wanted to collect bugs after he'd finished being collecting bugs all day. That's fucking weird. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the What Do You Dream podcast. I'm Nick with Jana.
Hello.
This is someone different today. Yes. Hi.
Hi.
So Jana is a friend, also an avid fan and listener. She's digested every single podcast episode.
Yeah. Yeah, I
And-
actually just watched not watched, but listened to the one that you put out like a few days ago.
Yes, that one was Celebrity Medium. I only edited it a couple of days ago, so I don't know why I'm forgetting the name. It's so. Do you watch Celebrity Medium? Do you watch that show?
No, I don't. I don't actually know what that show is, but I listen to you guys while I'm at work because it's good background noise.
Aw, that's either a compliment or it's not a compliment.
No,
I'm taking it as a compliment.
It's a compliment.
Ah, thank you. So, what do you think about psychics?
Psychics.
Yeah.
I think they're fake.
Yeah, me too.
For starters.
Well, that's out of the way. We're very, very succinct so far. But before we get into it, don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at What Do You Dream Podcast. And also don't forget to send us your dreams to whatdoyoudreampodcast@gmail.com. Also, Jana, this is your opportunity to share the socials that you want to socialize with people.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just plug in my Instagram, which is JLowkey, which is JLOKII_. So that's pretty cool. And
Okay.
also my Twitch, which is Janarama, which is like, I haven't put a video out in over a year, but I don't know, maybe I might
There you go. There's a reason.
I might feel a little bit spicy one day and put in a video.
Ooh, a bit of spice. We like a bit of spice, don't we? So if you didn't catch any of that, as always, it'll be in the description in this podcast. So what's it like being on the podcast so far? It's only been 2 minutes.
It's only
Nothing
been
crazy.
2 minutes, but I'm super nervous. I'm going to be honest with you.
Oh, look, after a while, you're going to realize it's just me talking shit, and then you're going to treat it like any other time you've talked to me speaking shit. So it's nothing really... Or is it different? Am I different right now? Because I don't really...
Actually, yeah, it's weird seeing you in this, like...
Presenter
background.
mode?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's kind of like seeing someone or like hearing someone talk with their customer service voice.
Oh my gosh, I had that happen the other day. What was it? I was playing some video games with shout out to Chris. And he was someone called me on my phone and I had to pick it up, and then it was just like it was a candidate for a job, and then I was like, "Hello, this is Nick from how are you going?" Oh shit, said my name and my workplace. I'll bleep that out later. Anyway. Well, I know my name, but now you know where I work. I need to bleep that later. Anyway, so if you hear a bleep, you know what happened. Anyway, so then he was just like, "Holy crap, what the hell? You sound like a regular human being. You sound like a not a ridiculous human being." And I'm like, yeah, that's just basically me. It's fucking weird. Maybe I'm like, what's the word? Fuck. Split personality. There you go. Maybe I'm like insane. I'm the least insane in our group. Fun fact. We did a personality test.
No, I feel like the personality test was rigged and you're definitely the most insane.
Or maybe, yeah, that's how I can tap into it and it's completely different. So, at the end of last episode, I mentioned to Christy that I was going to do a episode on getting rid of daylight savings. Because at the time we recorded it, I think it was a couple of weeks into daylight savings, and I was so fucked off, man. I hate it with such a fiery passion. I want to beat it, and I want it to suffer a slow death. I'm not even joking.
So if it was a person, you'd beat it up.
I'd beat it up. I'd keep it in my basement. I would keep it just fed and hydrated enough so it wouldn't die, but I want it to suffer.
Jesus, what the heck?
Okay, I may have just finished watching Dharma on Netflix. I might be tapping into something.
Okay, you definitely gotten some ideas from him.
Yeah, just gonna drill some holes in people's head and put like acid in it.
Oh God, I actually
have you watched it?
No, I haven't watched it. I don't think.
Do you like watching that shit?
I don't think I can, to be honest.
It's too in your head.
Yeah, and I think
literally.
Yeah, it literally. would get into my head, and I feel like I would be wildly uncomfortable.
Okay, yeah, no, it's a very uncomfortable show, and I'm okay with that kind of stuff, but, like, it's a heavy watch. Actually, apparently, the actor had to, watch Step Brothers and comedy stuff during the filming to keep himself from being depressed, because it was that heavy getting into that character, and you're like, wow. But anyway, I'm not a psychopath. So,
he says.
he says while smiling. So, how do you feel about daylight savings? We already established I'm insane and I hate it, but how do you feel about it?
Well, to be honest, I actually hate it more when it goes forward 1 hour. Because, like, yeah, sure.
Good clarification. Good clarification. Okay, that's good. Because okay, that's very good. Because that's a good point. Because the 1 hour ahead, you lose an hour. You literally lose a fucking hour of your day. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I know. Because, like, sure, it can go back 1 hour and I can get 1 hour extra sleep. Okay. But, you know, if it goes for 1 hour, literally, I think a month ago, I went to Thailand. And so the thing is,
it's been a month already.
Yeah, well, sort of, like,
okay,
half
when this comes out,
half a month.
Feels longer. Time dilation.
If anyone, like, takes the pill, which is the birth control pill, you have to take it at the same time every day. Otherwise, it causes, like, disruptions and stuff to your body.
Yeah.
And so I looked it up on Google that you have to take the pill at the same time at your local country's time,
like where you're based.
Yes, where you're based, even when you're overseas. So I was in Thailand and I was like 4 hours behind, and I take the pill at 9 a.m. Sydney time. So I had to get up at 5 a.m. every day just to take the damn pill, and I was on freaking holidays.
Another reason why it's great to be a man.
Well, I can't tell you how many times I've told people that I'd rather be a man.
Look, I believe it. I've just alienated, I'm pretty sure 80% of our listeners are women. You know I love you women out there. Not like that. As like a fan base. Power to the women.
Oh, jeez. That sounds really creepy.
It sounds so bad. And I already said putting people daylight savings in my basement and everything. It's really... I'm really in trouble.
You're in trouble.
I'm in trouble. They're going to cancel me. It's fine.
Google's going to listen to you and you're going to be cancelled.
Yeah. Wait. Oh. So, daylight savings. We have recently done the hour ahead. Well, not recently. I think it's been a month. It's been about a month, right? When daylight it's been about a month.
Yeah, I think so.
And this particular daylight savings, I got quite angry. Don't know why, because I feel like I'm phasing through existence. Does that make sense? Like I'm kind of just I'm a zombie when I'm during my fucking daylight savings times, you know. Sorry. That's staying. So but yeah, so like I feel like a zombie in this daylight savings weird time, and it's just such a I don't know. It doesn't make sense for like the world as it is now. And I had to work out. I did a bit of a deep dive and trying to work out what places in the world do it. Australia, what is it? Australia, North America, Europe, the United Kingdom, because that's different now. And they used to be in Africa. There looks like it's some places in South America. And then you have a big chunk of Africa and Asia, which were colonized, which have then since gotten off it. So, at the time, like I think it's like the whole purpose of it was essentially, at the time, was about conserving light. About conserving daylight hours so that you can work more, and that it would work on the work with your energy consumption or some bullshit. And it's like, cool, that worked well when we were using steam technology and all this kind of bullshit to keep the lights from going out, or having bloody oil candles where it's like, oh, I can't do anything for the rest of the night, I better go to sleep because the candles aren't on. You know, it's like, as you can tell, I'm obviously very upset by it. But like, yeah, so it's like when we were fucking like in a tribe or some shit back in fucking wherever, I don't know where we were. Like, yeah, they probably sacrificed people so the sun wouldn't burnout, you know, but we stopped doing that because we became more intelligent. We learned how the world works. And now, why are we fucking, I don't know. What do you think?
So what you're saying is that you are a zombie phasing through life for 8 months of the year, because that's how long it lasts.
Well, like, no, okay. I get used to it after like 3 weeks. It takes about 3 weeks to get used to it, right? I think with anything, it's kind of adjusting, getting used to it. So, you get what I mean? Like, look, I want to eat people.
Well, to be honest, I don't understand the concept of the saving energy thing, because we're not changing how much sunlight we get. We're just changing the way we observe light, basically.
And like, even the concept of time is relative, right?
Well,
like, it's a construct. It's not like, essentially, like back in the old school times, when the sun went down, we went down. We were chilling out for the rest of the day. But now, actually, you know what? Coffee was one of the biggest advents of creating a 24/7 economy. Because as that got around the world, people were able to get outside of their constraints of staying awake. Of like, oh no, the sun's going down, I better go to sleep. You know, it's like, not anymore. Just take some coffee and we're chugging along. You know, coffee's the best.
Wait, so you take coffee at night?
No, but it allows people to stay up late to then do that. You see what I mean?
Yeah, and also the fact that, like, they established daylight savings for, you know, extending daylight hours. But, like, you know, with all this energy consumption and saving energy consumption stuff, it's like, well, it doesn't apply now. It obviously applied then because we didn't have electronics and stuff. But how about now when we're, like, using computers and our phones, like, all hours of the day? So what's that?
Yeah, no, exactly. Well, that's kind of the thing. So apparently, it was the person who suggested it was a New Zealand. I'm reading this off Wikipedia. I'm not even going to pretend. New Zealand entomologist George Hudson was first to propose the modern daylight savings time. His shift work gave him leisure time to collect insects and led him to value after hours daylight. Let's take a minute to digest that sentence. Some dude who liked to collect bugs wanted to collect bugs after he'd finished collecting bugs all day. That's fucking weird. I'm sorry, if you have a dude who's out bush going like, I'm gonna collect all my bugs, and you're like, let's not listen to this guy, am I right?
It sounds so comical.
Yeah, it's just like, this dude's just like, hey, I want to collect some bugs. It's like, you know what, this guy, he's onto something, right? It's fucking, I don't know, like, the person who's in the bush collecting bugs, probably not the highest order of, like, establishing the rest of how the world works in terms of time.
That was the first person who
it was the formalized, the modern definition of it. There was like apparently there's been some examples of Romans adjusting their times, and Benjamin Franklin apparently wrote a joke article saying that they should change daylight hours to preserve candlelight, which was meant to be a joke. It was a joke article he wrote to the French.
It was a joke, but turned into like something
eventually
real.
Yes,
a century
some bug
later.
dude's just like, yeah. So then, apparently, in 1895, he presented a paper to the Wellington Philosophical Society. Again, philosophics. Fuck my life. I can't even. Philosophy. I'm ridiculous. Philosophy should not be able to dictate how I live my life properly with daylight. That's not I feel like it doesn't seem. Anyway, so he proposed a 2-hour daylight savings shift, and considerable interest was expressed in Christchurch. He followed up with a paper in 1898. Okay, so basically then it ended up getting picked up by an English builder and outdoorsman who's like, hey, this is a pretty cool idea. And then, long story short, we have what we have today. But apparently there's a myth that it's meant to benefit farmers, but that's actually just not true. Oh, I didn't even know that. That's actually interesting. Because it's like, I always thought farmers just worked off daylight anyway.
Yes,
like,
they do.
They get up when the sun goes up.
Yeah, they use the sun for like harvest time and stuff.
Yeah, because it's just like, that's like the natural state. You know what I mean? Also, I'd like the concept of it just starting before World War II, and they're just like, okay, guys, we're going to invade at this time. And then some places are like, are you sure what time? Wait, are we taking into account daylight savings? What the fuck is daylight savings? And they got like some Germans just like, I think they're going to invade. It's like, what time are they going to invade? I don't know, like 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock. It's like, why?
And they're just standing there with their bayonets like,
They're just ready like, oh, lady. It's like, that's an hour later. We're going to do it an hour later. It's like, hello, dear Hans, I'd like to inform you of the new advent of daylight savings. No, that's why World War II started, not because of that whole assassination. Everyone wanted, it was our right for daylight savings. And somehow the fucking British won.
It's like,
and it's all ruined.
Where the fuck is everybody?
Yeah, it was designed to fuck with German intel, like the intel. They'd go like, they're going to attack at this time exactly, and then just like, joke's on you, we're an hour ahead, dickhead.
The fighting's already done.
Yeah, next minute, yo, what up? Oh my god, that's so funny. So apparently, Churchill argued that it enlarges the opportunities for the pursuit of health and happiness among millions of people who live in this country. Fuck you, Winston Churchill. You know Winston No, he did great stuff, but you've heard of what he used to do, like his drinking schedule? He used to fucking drink like a monster every day.
Didn't everybody drink like a monster back then?
I need to look this up. But like, it's crazy. How much did... It's gonna be here. Churchill... Drink in a day. Because it's monstrous. If you haven't watched it, there's like a lot of YouTube videos out there that talk about his routine. But it's pretty intense. What is it? It started off with the day I think he had a... Oh, just give me a list, please. I don't care about his life. Oh my god. There we go. I found this one. So he started the day with wake up, remain in bed, eat breakfast, read newspaper, work, and a glass of whiskey with soda water. Just a little drop of whiskey or something. Out of bed, stroll around the garden, whiskey and soda. 1 o'clock, multi-course lunch, a imperial pint of champagne. 3:30, work from the study, glass of cognac. 5 o'clock, half an hour snap. He used to have a nap. He picked it up in Cuba. In 6:30, wake up, bath, dress for dinner. 8 o'clock, lengthy dinner with guests and a pint of champagne. Midnight, work, more cognac. 1 to 3, bedtime.
1 to 3. The guy slept for 2 hours.
I think he slept. It must have been he'd go to bed around that time.
God damn.
Yeah, high functioning alcoholic.
Oh, well, I've never met one of those. So they just have like his whole schedule on the internet.
Yeah, some people have tried it. Some people have tried doing it and they're just like, I don't know how you could. And he also would be smoking a shit ton of cigars. There's like 4 cigars a day.
Okay, well, when did this guy die? Did he just die early?
Well, I mean, he fought in World War One. Apparently, he fought in the Boer War because the reason why he mixes 1955. So, that's not when he died. That's when he was in office. When did he die?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, why is it? He died at 65. He died in 1965 at the age of 90. So maybe there's something to it.
How did he live such a long life living that lifestyle?
I think it's something to do with people that there seem to be something that they live through trauma and they can live longer. And I think he's gone through his fair share.
Ah, so that means I can live past 100 then.
You're basically pickled. Pickled in trauma and hate. Oh, fucking hell. So yeah, back to daylight savings. So it looks like it was just really but you notice that everywhere that does daylight savings that used to be under like the Western influence got rid of it because they're probably like, who gives a fuck about this, right? No one gives a fuck about it. It's stupid.
A lot of people have actually got rid of it. Like a lot of states in the US have gotten rid of it. So like Hawaii and Arizona are like in another time zone when it's daylight savings.
Well, America's abolish. They're getting rid of it next year.
Oh yeah, they put it through. I think this year. The bill to remove it.
They put it through, and then they're gonna get rid of it. And and the EU had they had a survey across the European Union. 84% of people were in favor of getting rid of it.
Oh.
84%. You can't get the European Union to agree on barely anything, and most of the majority agree on getting rid of daylight savings.
Do you know if Australia would ever get rid of it? You know, when America sneezes, Australia catches the cold.
Exactly. Well, look, to be honest, I think we're leaning that way, because if the world is working agrees of just not moving the time, then we're good. But I think we just need to get rid of it. It's just such a waste of everybody's time, and particularly in Australia. I've got a fucking bone to pick with Australia. Our timing fucking things are schizophrenic. Our timing, it's like, oh, okay, so in Sydney, Tasmania, Victoria, fucking Melbourne, okay, we're all in the same time. Oh, when they go to Queensland, that's an hour behind because they don't go by daylight savings. Okay, cool. Then you've got Western Australia, which is fucking 2 hours, doesn't go by daylight savings, also then becomes 3 hours difference. Like, what the fuck? And then you've got, you fucking get me started in fucking goddamn the middle part of Australia, fucking South Australia. I'm gonna be half an hour behind, and I'm also gonna go by daylight savings. Scooby-dooby-doo. I'm like, and then you've got Northern Territory, 30 minutes. It ends up becoming an hour and a half behind because they don't do daylight savings.
So basically,
but they're doing this 30-minute bullshit. It's like, pick a lane.
The whole nation's just like fucked.
Well, if anything, it just goes back to like Australia's history. It seems like any country that then ends up having a focus around states and some shit, they're like, I'm gonna swing my dick around and show you exactly how I want to live the world. It's like, can we just agree on one thing for the love of God? Because it's like, I remember working at my last job, which I won't say because I don't want to have to bleep it later.
Redacted.
At redacted. having to be aware of calling places calling Perth basically didn't exist on Australia. I'm gonna say it. You basically are your own country. Like, you don't. It's so irritating, and it's just like, then you get emails at fucking 8:00 at night going like, "Hey, Mr. HR, I need to talk to you," and it's just like, Brett, be aware. Be aware. Be better.
It's like, I'm sleeping, bro.
It's like, bro, I'm playing video games. I don't want to talk to you. Trust, don't even.
Yeah, I have the same thing because I have colleagues in Perth too.
Oh, you know what? If anything, it's made me more aware of this because now I'm working in a multinational, and holy shit, it's so hard. I have to use what's called World Clock Buddy. I have to have all the different time zones and making sure shit's lined up. Because as soon as we went to daylight savings, everything went to shit. Because Korea, Japan, Singapore, they don't fucking use it.
Oh my god, they don't.
We were an hour behind. Now they're 2 hours behind. And it's just like, oh fuck my life. It's
You know what's funny is that I didn't even notice the clock move this time.
What?
I didn't notice until the weekend of, because it's the first Sunday of every October or something, and I didn't notice until I was like, why is my car clock wrong?
Wait, is your car clock not synced to anything?
No, you have to change it manually.
It's a. So, and you didn't feel anything weird or anything like that?
Well,
You're just
not until I went to Thailand the week before.
Yeah, waking up at 5 to take the pill.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. So, no, it's just like, I always feel like shit when I wake up, so it's no different.
Well, yeah, 8 hours of sleep, 14 hours of sleep, 6 hours of sleep, they all lead to the same tiredness, so what's the difference?
My existence is pain.
Life is hard.
So, I did a bit of research on so there's a bunch of negative side effects with daylight savings.
Oh, okay.
All right? So, number 1, sleep homeostasis, the desire to sleep that builds from the day and your circadian rhythm impact. Because your circadian rhythms are based on daylight hours.
Yeah.
It's based on your exposure to the sun. And even having that first day, you cut that hour, you have to make that hour up somewhere, but it's hard to make that hour up. You get this sleep debt and everything just kind of goes to the wayside, you know? You're eating at different times, you're sleeping, it's fucking stupid. So yeah, there you go. That's number one. And what other problems they have? Depression, slow metabolism, weight gain, cluster headaches. There you go. That's all the reasons. I have no responsibility on it. That's why.
There's no need to have another list. That list is just enough.
Wait. During the week after the shift of daylight savings, cardiovascular disease has a 24%. So there's a 24% higher chance you're going to get a heart attack in the week after daylight savings. 6% increase in fatal car accidents. Stroke is increased by 8%. Mental health and cognitive issues, as in depressive episodes, go up by 11%. I tell you what, I was probably more depressed. And I'm usually always get depressed during that time. It's probably because of my sleep. And digestive immune related fucking diseases such as, what the hell?
Like depressed during you.
I'm always depressed. Sorry.
It's like, what? You have, during
I have a significant mood drop at the first couple of weeks of daylight savings.
So, both of them, when the clock goes forward and when it goes backward?
When it goes back, it's fine. It's the go forward part.
Oh, all right.
Because I feel like I sleep more when it goes back.
Because I was thinking maybe it would have been when it goes backwards, because that's when it's winter, so it's seasonal depression.
Oh, well, I do have a winter drop too. Oh, maybe I'm just depressed all the time. What the hell is clotis? Clotis? Colitis.
What the hell is that?
Coitus. I don't know, but it's 3% in women over fucking 60. Whatever the hell. I'm going to look this.
Is it colitis or coitus?
Colitis. Oh, colitis. Coitus is sex. What the fuck is colitis? I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
Oh my god.
Colitis is inflammatory bowel disease. Okay. Cool. So you get more ulcers and shit. So basically, fuck daylight savings. I think that's really the main
That's
thing.
your take. Fuck daylight savings.
Because if we just had a standard sleep, just set the time, set a standard. You know what? Everyone in Australia, write to your local minister. You know what? I'm gonna start a fucking thing that's gonna get people going. Start a petition. What do you dream? Abolish daylight savings thing, because no one else in the world's gonna be using it. We want to be ahead of the curve. Let's do it. Let's break the shackles of our colonial masters. Even.
Yeah, I'd sign it.
You sign it?
Yeah, I'd just sign it for the shits and gigs.
We got two. There you go. Perfect. So now that that's out of the way, we're going to go to the segment where we're going to talk about some dreams.
Hell yeah.
I hear that you have some dreams.
I do.
Or do you have two dreams?
I do have two dreams.
Okay.
And I feel like my dreams are very action-packed. I can make a movie out of them.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to start with the first one. And it's one of those zombie apocalypse ones.
Good one. Yep, yeah. I go to that. That's my go-to as well.
I don't know why it's my go-to. Why do I have so many zombie apocalypse dreams?
We'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah. It's I was in my childhood home at Redacted.
Yep. At Redacted.
And zombies were coming out of the rumpus room. And yeah, it was strange because where would they actually come from unless, the back door was open or something. I don't know. And the rumpus room was where I spent most of my time as a kid. So I was 16. So, and for some reason, no one was there. So none of my family were there, even though it was my childhood home, which was weird. And so after these zombies were coming out of Rump's room, I left the house with like my current boyfriend. What's so funny?
I don't know. Is it my current boyfriend?
At redacted.
At redacted.
Oh
He
no,
is
I don't
redacted.
care. I don't care if you guys know his name. His name's Tristan.
Yeah, that helps. They're not going to find it.
Yeah, they're not going to find him. And then like the scene pans to us ending up at some abandoned prison. You know, like one of those.
Like
have you
Walking
watched
Dead?
The Walking Dead? Yeah.
That's The Walking Dead.
Yeah, literally. Literally the Supermax prison at The Walking Dead, and we're like camping there for a while, and only like going out for food or supplies, and then it was like just us and some randoms, but you know, it's just probably people I've seen on the street because I don't recognize them.
Well, we have characters that we put into our dreams.
Into our dreams,
are regular like faces, and we have probably seen them at some point. So yeah.
Yeah, because
Crazy,
your
right?
brain can't make up faces. So
Unfortunately, some people can't see faces.
Oh, okay. We won't get into.
No, we won't get into that.
And yeah, so literally there was an outbreak in the area because one guy came back bitten and they didn't tell anyone. Of course.
I'm fine. I'm
Classic.
special. Nobody's special.
I'm special. I have special blood. I won't turn into a zombie. And it was just like literally a major scramble trying to survive. And there was just one like scene where me and Tristan were just rushing behind a fenced off area and like we're being chased by these zombies, and we just shut the gate behind us. They were full trying to bite through the gate. It was just like, okay. And then I literally woke up from after that.
Okay, I've got a lot. Okay, there's two possibilities. I love zombie fiction. I cannot stress that enough. It's one of my favorite post-apocalyptic fiction areas because I think it creates a lot of cool situations, and that's why I like to. That's why I dream about them a lot. So for me, I like the stories that come from the stress of a possible zombie apocalypse and what it puts on the people, and to see what happens to people in those situations, including myself. That's why I like that. I don't know if how does that sound to you? Does that sound about right for you, or?
Well, I mean, I do enjoy watching zombie films, so yeah, probably.
But then, like, so if I'm gonna get a bit up my butt here.
Oh yeah, of course.
Gonna get nice and deep in there. Okay, so the zombies represent stress and feelings of being overwhelmed, and that's where, especially where they're invading what it would be considered a safe space for you as your childhood home, especially the place where you used to spend most of your time, and then cutting to the prison. It's a prison that you've put yourself into to control the overwhelming world outside. How's that sound? I had this bad feeling. Look, so I think something just happened to Jana while we were recording this. No? Oh, okay. Okay. We're still there.
I'm still here.
Okay. But yeah, so how does that sound?
No, that actually sounds right, because I think you were going to say something like this, especially since I said that, you know, I spent most of my time there and nobody else goes into that room. It's just me where I watch TV or study or something.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, there you go. That's my up my butt answer, but that sounds pretty good, right?
Of course. You're the expert.
I am. If I'm an expert, we're fucked. Okay, so what was your other dream?
Okay, well, my other dream was actually like, I would say it's like Star Wars.
Cool.
So we're fighting aliens.
We dream very similarly.
What do you mean?
Because I have a lot of action-packed dreams.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my dreams are so action-packed. It's so cool.
So continue.
Yeah, anyways. Well, it started off like a normal dream, and a lot of us were like in a lecture hall listening to a seminar. Boring as fuck seminar. And I think it was like me and a bunch of mates and other randoms. And then you can just hear like, you know, sci-fi noises. Like pew, 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 pew. Outside. I'm guessing it's a university because it was a lecture hall. And literally stormtroopers came charging
Like
in.
Star Wars, like
yeah,
actual Star Wars
literally
stormtroopers?
like
Okay,
Star
yeah.
Wars.
Okay.
And they came in looking for the Prince of Arabia. Don't ask me why the heck stormtroopers were looking for the Prince of Arabia. Because I don't know.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And I ran outside and people, like these weird alien kind of people.
Okay.
They
How'd
had
they look?
they had like they look like people basically. They were
Okay.
people, and
Like color,
yeah.
like a different color person, like a purple person.
yeah. So yeah, something like that. And they had like an X branded on the left side of their face to prevent them from getting mixed up with normal people.
Oh my god.
Oh no, I said normal people. Sue me.
Oh. Cancelled.
Cancel. And okay, continuing on.
Yep.
So it was
So
a big
branded, yeah.
university, but like I was pretty much solo for a good chunk of it. And, you know, the stormtroopers were chasing me for some reason because I knew where the Prince of Arabia was, quote unquote.
Okay.
And, you know, I had to like, I just remember thinking to myself, oh, I need to act like I have an X branded on my face. So I have to go to the infirmary to get like a bandage or something. So it looks like I have it branded on my face, or like I do it with
Okay.
makeup or whatever. And then people like left me alone after that. And then I found the Prince of Arabia with his bodyguards. It turns out he's a friend of mine, like in real life. Like he's an actual mate. And he told...
Wait, so the person playing the Prince of Arabia was a real life friend you know?
Yeah, I actually know him.
Okay.
It was really
Yeah.
funny. I was like, oh, what are you doing in my dream? But anyway.
I am the
And
prince.
and he told the guards to like take me as well, his bodyguards. And then we went back to his
Okay.
palace. We made like
Okay.
a full plan to do like an assault on the enemy base. And that's when I woke up. Honestly, that just sounds like a full blown out movie. I should just direct it.
Yeah, I mean, call to action, you're... Okay. I'm trying to think of what that... I mean, most of the time it just means it's just a bit of fun, where, like, maybe the day-to-day life is boring, so you want something interesting to happen. So what's more interesting than you being the center of this universe where you get to have to find this prince, and this prince will then pushes you to the next... I mean, it's basically Star Wars, really.
Yeah,
Find
it
this
is.
unknown X person. I like the X face thing, though. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool.
I can't think of a deeper meaning here. I think
it
it is.
probably-
I think it's just fun for the sake of fun.
There probably is no deeper meaning. My brain just wanted to have some fun.
Exactly. Well, that's what I mean. Sometimes that's how dreams go. You're just like, it's just a bit of fun. Because that sounded like it was like a bit of fun. The face X thing is interesting because does that mean, or maybe do you feel like there's some kind of physical feature that you're not happy with in your life that makes you feel like that you aren't part of normal society?
Oh, you know what? Well, I'm live
Oh my
on
god,
air.
I did
so-
it!
I'm live on air, and I can just say this. I've always wanted to have a boob job.
There you go. Well, that's your physical. That's the physical. Do I know this already? Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't- I'm just
definitely.
trying-
I'm pretty sure I told you at some point.
So the X face on someone's face is your representation of having bigger tits.
Yeah, definitely. Sure. Why not? If you want to find a deeper meaning into that, then okay.
Hey, there you go. I can find deep meaningful anything. I'm Nick. Look at me.
Look at me.
So that was really fun. Look at me. That was okay. That was really interesting. That was two similar dreams but very different interpretations.
Are they similar? I guess an
Similar.
invasion. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go. An invasion. Oh, because like an invasion is like Space Invaders, Star Wars. Yeah, zombies encroaching personal space, loss of control. But then you're able to experience control in a controlled environment so that you feel more empowered. That you can deal with your anxieties. You know, that kind of thing.
Well, that's basically what dreams are. They're not.
Well, no. Sometimes they're just fun. But it is a level of empowerment to make yourself feel better, generally speaking.
Yeah, most
Now,
of the time.
we have some viewer-submitted dreams. Would you like to have a crack at interpreting them?
Oh God. Okay, I'm gonna be terrible at this.
Don't worry, Christy is too, and I would say that to Christy. I'm not mean.
Oh no, Christy.
Christy, I love you, Christy. I love you, fine. Okay. Oh,
Oh my God, can you imagine just her hearing this?
She would fucking cringe.
Massive cringe.
Okay, we have Una. I dream about totally random weird shit. Sometimes I wake up laughing, sometimes I wake up thumping my hubby. Luckily for me, he's a laid-back kind of chap. What? So you beat your husband? Is what I get from this.
Oh no, but he's laid back. It's all chill.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm beating him enough. He's fine. Don't worry about it. You can't domestically
He's
abuse
used
men.
to
It's
it.
fine. Yeah, he's fine. He's good at hiding the bruise. I only bruise him where he puts a shirt on. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
That's so bad.
That's
Terrible.
fucking. Well, have you ever had a dream that made you pissed off at your partner?
Oh yeah, definitely. But we won't get into it this time.
No, but that's what I fucking don't get. I have never had a bad dream with a partner and then gone, fuck you! But it always seems to be women, and I'm pointing my finger at you.
You know what? I didn't say fuck you like when
No,
I
but
woke
I mean-
up.
No,
I was
but
just like
it's
I
like
had
you're in a
dream.
bad mood. Like I've had partners where they're in a shit mood with me because they had a dream I did something. It's like, I didn't fuck your sister.
Wow, that was oddly specific.
You know who you are.
If you're listening, you know who you are.
I'd be so impressed that they'd be like, "What? You're listening?" Oh my god. Okay. So basically, you're strange. For dreaming of waking up and beating your husband.
Was that it?
That was it. That's all I wrote.
So it wasn't an actual dream. It's just like I just dreamed of
Like
this.
I
and
had
that.
I had weird shit, and I beat my husband.
Oh well,
It's
I don't know how to interpret this.
well, I mean, sometimes you don't. You got Bob who writes, I can't remember. Bob, probably see a doctor about that. I'm being really mean to these viewers.
You're so mean.
Okay. That's why they like me. Okay, we got another one. Last night I dreamed I was helping my mother-in-law climb over a high fence. I have interpreted this dream already. I've just realized that as I am reading that. I don't... Okay, oh no, here's a good one. I dream about my ex-boyfriend from 40 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, was that it?
That's it. That's it.
You dreamed about your ex-boyfriend
boy-
from 40 years ago.
40 years.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Well, you know, if it was, I don't know if it was an intimate dream, like you were doing some fun, sexy times, but if that was the case, then you're probably craving a little bit of intimacy.
See, I dream about like you dream about exes, right? Is it always sexy?
No, I just dream about them and they're just like kind of there. It's never sexy.
Yeah, I don't have any sexy ex dreams either. I think, well, because I think it's usually how it ends, because then it's like all the sexiness is kind of gone. Does that make sense?
Well, yeah, definitely.
I mean, you're not just like
No,
Yeah.
it's gone.
it's
gone.
It's gone. It's dry. I'm done.
Well, I mean, if it wasn't, then we'd still be together. No, I'm
and
kidding.
that's why you have on and off. Not you, but that's why on and off relationships exist.
Well, yeah, but is that really a relationship at that point? Anyways.
Anyway, that's for our What Are Your Relationship podcast that will be starting next year.
Oh, are you really going to do that?
I can. I'm always down for more projects. Like, there you go. It could be Spill the Tea, and it's all about, like, relationship tea. And it's about deconstructing relationship advice.
Dude, I would so listen to it. Definitely
you
tune in.
I mean, like, I'm really good at good tea. I do enjoy some hot tea.
Yeah, and I got some hot tea. I always have hot tea.
You have the hottest tea, but the problem is that if people knew if you said the tea and they listened to this, they'd be like,
They would
"Excuse
hate me.
me?"
They would hate
I would
me.
hate you. Like, I hate you. It's fine.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
You,
It's
you,
fine,
you
it's
don't
fine.
matter. You hating me, it's all
I
right.
don't know. Yeah, it's fine. You're a piece of shit. So we have Joseph writes, I dreamt one night I swallowed an aeroplane.
Oh,
I woke
God.
up choking. I woke up choking, jumped out of bed trying to get it out of my throat. I've also dreamed about lions attacking me and lots of huge rats.
So
Okay,
a full-sized airplane.
Yeah.
How would it
Your
even...
husband's probably very happy with you.
Oh, wait, that was... Wait, I thought you said a guy's
No, that's
name.
not the one. No, yeah. I mean, you could be gay.
That's true. I just didn't hear it.
Be gay. Oh no, I think yeah.
Lions and rats attacking him. That's
Well,
that's very strange because like lions and rats are very different to each other. One's like massive and the other one's tiny. Well, but well, have you seen a fuck off huge rat? Because they're
Thank you,
huge.
Captain. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Lions are big, rats are small. That's the hot take of the day.
I'm just observing that it's very different.
Well, I mean, okay, lions make sense to be being attacked by a lion is obviously they're cut from the same cloth. The lion it's very similar in the sense of it's something external that's big and threatening to your life. Is there a big and threatening anxiety that you're having in life that's really bringing you down that you're worried is going to come bubbling away? That's kind of how I read that. And the rats is more a lot of little things boiling up, bubbling up, and it's just nipping at you and it's causing you problems. So it's like one is the shit's about to get real. I'm really worried about something, and the rats are the oh god, there's all these little things I got to deal with, all these little fires I got to put out. And deep throating a plane, I don't know. I got to think about that.
No, I definitely can't. Swallowing all those problems.
Just
God.
start those problems and continue on. I know. I'm trying to think. So, what is a plane? What does a plane mean? Plane is a passenger thing. Use it to go travel.
Go to places.
Go places.
See
go
in
up
the
in the
world,
sky.
experiencing different things.
I got it. How about this? How's this?
Okay.
So flying is innately a freedom expression of freedom in dreams, right? So you fly, you have no anxieties, you have no stress, you have complete control, and you can see everything and do everything, right? But this is the reverse, where you're trying to inhale it, take it, eat it, like devour the freedom so that you can alleviate your anxieties, but you wake up literally choking on that freedom, that you can't deal with that amount of freedom. You're forcing something that's meant to be free in the process of swallowing an airplane.
That's pretty good.
Does that sound okay?
Pretty good take.
Thank you.
Another deep one.
Also, another deep one, like how they took a deep plane in the throat.
That's what I meant.
I mean, I've heard of Here Comes the Airplane, but damn,
Taking it to a whole new level.
Here comes the airplane, bro. Oh fucking hell! Oh my god, that's so.
How
bad.
do you have friends, honestly?
Because I say stupid shit that no one expects me to say, and they laugh, and they stick around for that.
That's true.
Right?
I only stick
pretty
around for the
accurate.
shits and gigs.
Exactly. It's just like shits and gigs, and some tea. That's how it works, right?
Lots of tea.
Lots of tea. So
Much tea.
Well, I think that's a good little spot to end it on. Thank you so much for joining me, Jana. It was a pleasure.
You're welcome.
How did you find it?
Practically begged to be on the show.
You were just like, I want to be on the podcast. I want to be
famous.
How did you feel? So I mean, we've been talking for about almost 50 minutes. How does it feel so far? Like, how do you feel about the whole experience?
Yeah, it was actually pretty good. And, obviously don't know how to interpret dreams. So there's that.
I don't either. I just talk shit.
No, you're pretty good. That's why you keep the ball rolling.
Keep it, yeah. I was like, anyway, you're full of, it's like, anyway, you don't know. I'm going to keep going.
It's like, I don't know shit. It's like, what do you do? How do you interpret an airplane?
How do you interpret an airplane? But yeah, as just a general experience, not specifically the content, how did you feel about it all?
Yeah, I find it cool. You know, like I already mentioned to you before that I was like, should I start my own podcast? And it would be Jana's Tea.
Yes, that's yeah. We were already workshopping that before this, and I'm definitely gonna. I will co-produce it with you because
It will be like story time because I know nothing about producing, you know.
it would basically be it. So keep an eye out in 2023 for the Jana's Tea podcast.
It's the side segment, like a little side project.
Yeah, a little side project to the side project. But yeah, no, it got your feet wet, so to speak. You enjoyed it. I think you did quite well.
Yeah, I think it would be harder if I like did a podcast myself because what do you do when you don't know what to say? It's like nobody can fill up that space.
I mean, I've done it before. I'm pretty fucking insane. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah, and it actually the shit you spill out, like the shit actually sticks, bro.
Is that a good thing?
It's a good thing.
Yeah, no, it's fucking schizophrenic.
It makes
I'm the first to say it. It makes sense. And you're just like, how did you talk for 40 minutes? It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Well,
but no, it's always easier when you have someone to talk to about shit. It makes it always so good. And that's why I really do appreciate you coming onto the show today.
Hey.
And also, I appreciate everyone who's still listening. You guys we always love hearing from you. Again, make sure you look in the description for Jana's socials and her Twitch stream. Make sure you follow that when she eventually does decide to stream.
Eventually.
Also, don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at What Are You Dream Podcast. And also, don't forget to send your dreams to whatayouDreamPodcast@gmail.com. So yeah, thank you so much for listening, guys. If indeed you still are. I've been Nick. This has been Jana saying thank you and good night.